Before we start the presentation, I would like to introduce our team to you. Our team is Group 11, which consists of 2 members, the leader Kariel Liu and I'm Kai Sipin. In this presentation, we will examine the challenges related to cross-cultural workforce management that will be faced by Oh Chen Gi when it enters into Vietnam market. I'm sure that the word Oh Chen Gi is familiar to Singaporeans. However, there are some people who may not know about it. So, what is Oh Chen Gi? It is a fast food chain formed in 1956 as a small stall in a coffee shop. And it became very popular because of their perfect curry puff, which is very delicious. And in 1986, the CEO of Oh Chen Gi decided to expand the business. So in 1993, Oh Chen Gi franchised their outlets in Malaysia, Indonesia, China, and Japan with a slogan saying, "The taste of Singapore." The mission statement is to provide high-quality hot finger food at reasonable prices in a hygiene and customer-friendly retail environment. The products are delicious signature hot finger food, which costs from $1.4 to $1.7. The set meal costs $5.5. They have 80 local outlets in Singapore, which is located near MRT station and in the shopping malls, and 24 overseas outlets in 4 countries. They promote through social media, printed media, and safe promotions. Because of their easily accessible location and delicious taste, they are really popular in Singapore. I will head into cultural profile of Vietnam. First, the business attire is modest dressing that vary from one location to another. For example, Hanoi is well known for its white-collar environment, while Ho Chi Minh is more business casual. Secondly, when they greet in Vietnam, they just go for a handshake and then slight bow of head. Thirdly, when they communicate in Vietnam, they prefer to have a conversation in person over internet through emails and text messages. Seniority and hierarchy are very important to them. The official language is Vietnamese language, but they do speak English, China, French, and Khmer languages. When you give a business card in Vietnam, they prefer the card to be written in both English and Vietnamese language. And when having a meeting, they prefer to go with a meeting agenda. After discussion, time of silence, reflection is needed.
We choose Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam as our host city. Vietnam has population of 9,554.04 million. Ho Chi Minh is the most prosperous city of Vietnam, which is the biggest city. Ho Chi Minh has population of 1,200 million and the growing demand for international traveling. Also, is a popular travel destination. Furthermore, Ho Chi Minh is the economic center of Vietnam. It is country's largest port and transportation hub. Data in past 5 years show the average economic growth rate of Ho Chi Minh City is 1.6 times that of whole country, and the average growth rate of per capita GDP is 1.28 times that of the whole country. In addition, much of Vietnam's overseas investment has also been concentrated here. Now, we will talk about 2 challenges. First, how to operate our business there in terms of promote products, or what kind of corporate culture to adopt. Second, how to recruit, select, and train the kind of employees or manage there.
Another cultural challenge that Oh Chen Gi will face is how to carry out business operation in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. So, like the market entry strategy used for other foreign outlets, Oh Chen Gi will use franchising model, which is used by most fast food chains such as McDonald's and KFC to enter the market of Vietnam. Since Vietnam and Singapore are countries with different cultures and background, we carried out whole and whole 4-dimension model to make comparison and analysis of the culture. First of all, both Vietnam and Singapore are high context culture, so they use non-verbal methods to convey the information. In the conversation, it is more important to use facial expression, tone and pitch of the voice, and eye contact than the actual words. Japan, China, and most of the countries in Asia are high contact culture. So Singapore and Vietnam has one thing in common. However, when it comes to time orientation, they have different culture. Vietnam is polychronic in time culture, where people tend to do several tasks at once. So like they go well with free-flowing things that changes according to the situation. But on the other hand, Singapore is monochronic in time culture. So like the people tend to do one task at a time. Schedules and following the plans are really important to them. So like people tend to go well with stable things. Moreover, when it comes to spatial orientation, Singapore and Vietnam is slightly different. In Vietnam, people tend to stand like at least arm length between each other, when in Singapore, people interact in close proximity. The problems related to business operation is how to promote Old Chang Kee in Ho Chi Minh. As there are cultural differences, Old Chang Kee need to consider which promotion strategy it's gonna use to reach out the potential customer. The second one is how to build corporate culture, international business strategy, and organizational structure in Vietnam. And the third one is how to manage the employees so that they can communicate despite their cultural differences. As a recommendation for promotion, before it enters the market, Old Chang Kee need to build a strong and positive public relations so that people in Vietnam can know Old Chang Kee is coming to Ho Chi Minh. And secondly, as I said before, Vietnam is a high contact culture, so like the information flows really fast, spreads really fast, so it is a word of mouth marketing. And thirdly, Vietnamese people use social medias a lot, so like Old Chang Kee can carry out internet marketing. And fourthly, televisions and printed media advertisement. But I heard that advertisement in Vietnam is quite strict, so like you need to follow the regulations set up by the government. And lastly, they can use sale promotion as they did in Singapore. And like people in high contact culture really love the advertisement with colorful visuals. For corporate culture, hierarchical structure, which is mostly used in Vietnam, is recommended. Transnational strategy will be great for Old Chang Kee to build the same marketing mix but with a little product modifications by providing new products that will suit the taste of Vietnamese people. As the Vietnam is low in individualism, like team-based structure is recommended. For cross-cultural management, Old Chang Kee need to provide workshops for employees where they can learn and share their cultures to each other. The HR department need to encourage employees to engage in active listening and taking turns to talk. By doing so, the relationships of employees will be improved, and as they know about each other culture, the cultural barriers between them will be reduced.
Now, I will talk about the challenges occur when recruiting, selecting, and training in host country. And I will use host-fitted dimension to analyze. When we select, we should consider from two aspects. The first host country is individualism or collectivism. For our home country Singapore, which is in low collectivism. So we need to select employees who are focused on work and individual initiative and achievement. Then they think trust prevail over relationships. On the other hand, our host country Vietnam, which is in high collectivism. So we need to select employees who are good in teamwork, and the decisions are based primarily on what is best for the group. Moreover, they think relationship prevail over task. The next aspect we should consider the host country, whether masculine or feminine. Singapore is more female-oriented. Men and women play basically the same roles at work. and they think the quality of life is a sign of success. Vietnam is a male-oriented society. There are fewer women in the workforce, and gender roles are clearly distinct. People supposed to do the best in their field is a sign of success. Next, when we are recruiting. In our home country Singapore, we can through recruitment website or company official website or campus recruitment to recruit. But in Vietnam, we can through the headhunting website or firm to recruit. Last, when we are training. In Singapore, we need to develop the individual ability of our employees and our need to train the company's cultural background during the induction training. In addition, there is also a need to train staff on how to communicate effectively with customers. Finally, it is necessary to regularly train the service quality of employees. But for Vietnam, we need to strengthen the cooperation skills of our employee and to the communication skills of our team members. In addition, employees need to understand the cultural background of different races when entering the company. Finally, regular language training such as English and Vietnamese is required. To sum up, we are faced three problems. First, how to select employees who are good in teamwork. Then, it is difficult to recruit women because they choose fewer jobs. Last, how to specify the training process according to the cultural background of women. To address these three questions, I would like to make following three suggestions. Firstly, in the interview process, the assessment of group cooperation is added to select employees who are more cooperative and good in cooperation. In addition, during recruitment, in order to select female employees, some conditions that are attractive to women can be approximately added. For example, increase women's pregnancy leave, vacation leave, and so on. Lastly, provide team skills training for employees monthly, provide language training semi-annual, and provide Vietnamese cultural background in orientation. Finally, although Vietnam and Singapore are different in many aspects, and we have many challenges, as long as we face the problems and solve them, I believe that our branch can operate successfully in Vietnam.